All right. Well, just give me a second to set up here. Give me just a moment. Okay. Well, welcome to the stream. Game I haven't played in a little while. Hearts of Iron 4. Um, let's see. I like doing like meme countries and stuff like this on this game. Um, but I actually wanted to try a bigger one just because, well, as you can see, the last country I played was Luxembourg. Um, I actually really love playing as India just because of the early action during the Civil War, but then also it's just such a large country to really, get going on. So I want to try the fascist version of it today and really just see if I can get like my tank divisions out in time to completely take Asia. So the problem is that India really like is not industrialized at all. So you end up actually having to completely industrialize India yourself. But okay, first things first, political effort. When it comes to our research, we only get two. Um, let's see. I'm not really going to be producing Great War tanks, so before I get the tank designer, I'll go ahead and get started on those, and we'll get our electro engineering. Now, what I like to do, because Civil War wise, you're going to control this land pretty much over here, I start building my factories over here. Country like India, you start with a crap ton, but you need military factories. You also need more civs as well, but what I usually do is I'll build two civs, and then I'll build three military, and so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? And let's see. And we're still gonna need more factories than that, so I'll go ahead and get started in this area over here. Okay, and then after that, what I usually will do is just load up on infrastructure, one in each province. You're going to want to do that mainly because of the resource bonuses that you're going to be getting from that. Also, it helps with building construction time, movement of troops, especially with a country as large as India. You want your troops moving as quickly as possible through it. So that is, I think, a good setup for building. At the moment, we can produce support equipment as well. I'm going to actually go ahead and get started on that. And then from there, you're just going to want to go guns. You do have, fighters and close air support. I put them in there, but you're not really going to start making them until a little while later. By then, I usually like to have my upgraded versions of Fighter 1 and close air support researched. So we have no starting designs for naval vessels, so we just make convoys to begin with. These two are exactly the same. So we're just going to create a bunch of those, and what they are is 18 with, nothing with it. So we're going to have to go ahead and add stuff to that. I am going to want to also produce garrison divisions, but we'll take care of that after we actually get done with the Civil War that we're going to have to go through. So that's the beginning setup for me, at least. Let's go ahead and get started. Now, it's important, very important, because you are a puppet to the United Kingdom, you do have to do the Civil War in order to get your independence. If you don't and you just do a regular flip, what's going to end up happening is, it kind of sucks. You're just going to change ideology and you're going to stay a puppet of the United Kingdom. In the later patches, you could change your autonomy and stuff like that. I'm playing on an earlier one, right around where Waking the Tiger came out. mainly because I like this build of the game particularly. I I don't know, something about this particular build I like a lot better. Plus, I haven't bought the brand new ones yet, so unfortunately with Paradox games, instead of like giving you a lot of, you know, updated free content, what they end up doing is they piece it out and they sell it to you gradually, so you can end up spending like $1,000 to get all the additions to a game like this, which sucks. I mean, I was actually looking at a package when I first bought this game, and the package was like $300, and it was the game and all the expansions. And I'm like, what, $300? It's like a third the price of my computer. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so we got the political effort done. Okay, let's go ahead and pause it just a quick second. Go to our collectivist ethos. Okay, which will bring down our democracy support. And you can go fascist demagogue right away. I prefer doing the silent workhorse. Whatever you do, do not get anything to go ahead and give you more stabilization. You're just going to want as much political power as quickly as you can get it. Unfortunately, since we're not going communist, we don't get a whole lot of it, but with fascists, we're literally going to have unlimited manpower. Let's see. So I will go ahead and get basic tools going. Okay. And even though we got them ready, we're just going to want to keep them ready to deploy. And that way, when the Civil War pops up, we can just plop them right on the front line, and we don't really have to worry about even, the computer having ready to go units. They'll have to deploy theirs as well. We also will go through one round of siphoning equipment, and other than that, I think that's about it. Now, during this portion, the non aligned portion is going to be gaining in momentum since we have collectivist ethos. But luckily, we'll only have to worry about that for 70 days until we get our fascist boosting. From there, the fascist support will boost at a twice as fast rate to the non aligned. Okay, so nationalism. All right. Again, this is not something I usually do with India, mainly because, let's see, fascist democracy. There we go. They have such a large power pool already that you don't really need the perks to gain more. And with fascists, I mean, fascist is the ideology to go if you do want to, you know, gain quickly. But let's see, I'll get that through motorization effort. I'm going to go ahead and get started. You can do mass assault if you want to do more of a defensive type, but I always go with mobile warfare, especially with the current kind of plan of what I have. Get the tank up. Make sure to get that there. All right. And actually, just so I can get everything producing, I will hold off on building anything else. We still got our civs. We got one done already. Okay. And we're doing basically a 2-3 stagger. So, one, we can maintain at least a dozen civilian factories to go ahead and build. But then also, once we do change the, what do you call it? The economy from civilian to war economy, oh boy, that's going to be a lot of fast building. And yeah, this build, we're just going to need a crap ton of factories. And I actually hold off on doing the industrial efforts until after the flip as well, because you do not want to lose those factories after the Civil War pops up. Because once it does, unfortunately, those gain factories go away. Okay, so we got the machine tools. I'm going to go straight into mechanical computing. We do need the research time buff. Unfortunately, we get a slow start as a puppet, so we really need to get this going. All right. Now I can go straight through militarism and all that kind of stuff as well. I probably will, but first, what I want to do is get the naval effort going. All right. So we still have over 100 days. What that will do is that'll get us producing more convoys quicker, something that we're definitely going to need. And I do want to get one like battleship or something like that starting to build. That way we have some type of naval defense. I can just spam like submarines or something like that, but I find that kind of boring. Honestly, if you're going to spam submarines and stuff like that, I'd say save it for a multiplayer game. If you're going to do it like this, where you're just going to try something against, the Iron Man AI, and, you want to do something interesting, I'd say go for the interesting thing. Save your competitive gameplay for an actual game that you're going to need to be competitive on. So we get the military theory, so we can go ahead and get our military power popping up. Unfortunately, we can't train any troops because I deleted them, but that will again turn out for the better in a sec. So we got everything we need. We're not going to do worker conditions, anything like that, but we are going to go ahead and prepare for civil war as soon as we get enough PP. Okay, so naval effort, and then from there you can actually go into just the basic on industrial, but make sure you save the construction and armament efforts for after the Civil War. Okay, so we can't really do much on the Civil War, like initiating it, until we actually get to the 50% mark. But thankfully, because of our silent workhorse, we will be able to do a hell of a lot when it comes to this. You're going to want to at least do 3 to 4 expansions of military support. That will at least give you pretty much control of the entire northern part of India, and it will be just them in the southern. Okay, from there, you're definitely going to want to get lower command loyalty, forming the surprise attack, and siphoning equipment. If you can siphon equipment, literally you could get double the divisions of the AI. So it just makes the Civil War pop fast and really quick. You want to get mobile warfare just because this stat organization loss when moving and stuff like that is a huge plus right in the beginning when you're deploying your units on the front line. We are going to definitely research the artillery, but since I am doing a light tank rush, we are going to get light tank ones. Now, usually by now, before I start doing the tanks, I do like getting the tank designer. It does increase the reliability of the tanks, but I'm really not, why am I watching this? This is boring. Well, I hope to make it entertaining for you. I mean, this is your general map game, so you do have to kind of like sit through a little bit of it. But um, one of actually the underappreciated games. It's great when it's modded, especially too, and really you could do some funny stuff. Like right before this, before I actually started streaming, I was playing as Luxembourg and trying. I actually survived to 1942 as a democratic Luxembourg by fortifying the crap out of it, having a really good air force, and I actually only had for the entire run through about 3 divisions, and it was actually quite entertaining. One time as Luxembourg, I actually took all of Germany, but that took a lot of finagling. Um, but yeah, this first leg of the game really is the least exciting just because A, I don't have any divisions out on the table, and B, we're prepping our civil war. So, oh, you're from India. That's cool. What part? I got a couple homies who are from Gujarat, which is I believe right in this area right over here. That's if I remember correctly. I'm sorry if my geography isn't the greatest. Let me actually see. Yeah, yeah, Gujarat. Yeah. I should have been more interested. Yeah. Well, actually, what's really cool about this game that I like is it taught me a hell of a lot about history around this time of you know of the world. I do the synthetic oil as soon as I get the boost because it takes the longest, so it's the most efficient one to use. And what I will do is I will actually take these three first. So that's cool. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. I've actually always wanted to visit the area because I have actually heard about like there being sunken cities around this area over here. And that kind of stuff intrigues the hell out of me. I really love that stuff. Plus, Indian history is just tight. I mean, Indian history goes back just depending on pretty much what you subscribe to the Western or the Eastern. To where am I from? I'm from Los Angeles. I'm ethnically Korean, and my mother is from here in America. Her ancestors come from pretty much England and Ireland and France. But yeah, my father is from, let's see, it would be, well, he was born pretty much right over here. And then my grandfather actually is from right in this area over here. Yeah, yeah, quite a time difference between here and India, I would imagine. But yeah, I am at the moment right here in Los Angeles. Actually, if we're looking at this port, this is Santa Monica Bay. I live right here, which is kind of funny that you can distinguish that off of this map right here. But okay, so we've got some political power that we can use. All right. So we don't want to do anything kind of drastic. I can do right now, which will help me out a lot, is getting that tank designer in. And then we are going to want to work on this some more. Yeah, Japan. I've always wanted to go to Japan too. I mean, I haven't been, especially the southern islands. Over here, I believe this is, this is Kyushu. Um, okay, yeah, in the southern islands of Japan. Oh, this would be it over here. Um, let's see, what is this? Yeah, off of Okinawa over here, there's actually some really good scuba diving that I've read about. It's actually also next to this archaeological site that I wanted to check out, but that's actually where hammerhead sharks go to migrate, I guess, every year. And they're really docile around that area. So apparently, you can swim right next to like 15-foot long hammerhead sharks and stuff, which I don't know. To me, sounds just really, really cool. I'd really love to do that, definitely. Okay, so we got our Vickers going. Let me see. Yeah, but otherwise, I mean, Tokyo sounds pretty cool. I've always wanted to visit. But yeah, India actually really, really interests me just because of how large of an area India is. I mean, I know that over in this area it's a bit different now. I believe you have like Bangladesh over here, and a couple other smaller countries, but India greater. I mean, that's like the tons of people and everything like that. Sure, not it's not as well off as a lot of other countries, but it just depends on where you live, I guess. And then also, I mean, just crazy architecture of all the temples and stuff is really cool. I was actually watching on a TV show that there's like this really, really cool temple that's like straight carved right out of the side of the mountain. It wasn't built with like bricks or anything. They like carved it like a sculpture straight out of the mountain. I mean, that sounds really cool to check out. And it's actually one of the only places in the world where tigers are still wild and you can still see them, which is really tight. Um, and plus, I mean, when you compare it to like China and stuff like that, I mean, of course, I'd love to visit China, but I mean, at least in India, they have controls on a lot better controls on pollution than in China. So, let's see, some trends in Japan. Yeah, yeah, totally. Like, I hear that Tokyo is actually like one of those places that like never, like the city never sleeps kind of thing. Okay, so we got our surprise attack. Next, we're going to want to do at least, yeah, one more expansion of the military support. From there, we're going to have to do one of the expansion of the civil support, and then we are done. Oh yeah, Indian food's bomb. I love it. Um, Especially over here in America, you do get genuine Indian food, but you get more of like a mix, and especially because here we eat a lot more meat, you get more of like the tandoor style Indian food. But I mean, yeah, I mean, there's actually a really good place, like maybe a mile. Wait, yeah, like a mile and a half down the street from me that sells really good samosas. I really love their samosas. And I mean, especially in my area too, there's a lot of people who just, as health wise, they uh, are vegetarian or vegan. Um, let's see, I love old. Yeah, yeah, those are actually good. 60s, 70s up to, I'd say actually Hollywood movies are have been consistently good up until about the last 10 years. Over the last 10 years they haven't been that good. But I do like the older style of movies. That's for sure. Thanks to a couple of my homies, they introduced me to some of the Bollywood movies, which I mean, some of them are entertaining, but for me, not exactly my flavor. I do love Japanese movies. I love Korean movies. Chinese ones tend to be a little bit culturally strange to me because I don't understand them as well. But yeah, yeah. I mean, even stuff. I mean, I love, especially the '70s was for me personally was like one of the better generations of Hollywood movies. You had all the really good legends really in film starting out around that time, and especially you had all of De Niro's work back then. You had all of Pacino's early work actually as well. Okay, and now that we've done that, let's get more into this. We are not going to need it right away, but that's fine. Okay, so we're at 54% stability. We're in 1937. We're going to want to snap this up a little bit, but we are at the mercy of this. So we'll do one more expansion. If it doesn't get down to 50%, we'll just go ahead and do one more expansion of civil support. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's see, with Bollywood movies, I can't name them off the top of my head just because it's been years. I mean, years. I mean, at least since I've seen one, probably close to 10 years ago. But I mean, for me, the thing is that like most of the ones that I've seen are like musicals and stuff. So it's kind of tough to get into it, you know. But yeah, the original Scarface movie from way back in the day, I believe they made it in like the like what was it? They made it in like the 40s or something like that. And then the remake definitely was really really good. Um, yeah, but you had like Raging Bull, and you had all of De Niro's early stuff, and then you had also, I mean, that's when Scorsese really started out as well. So you had a lot of his work. Clint Eastwood in the '70s was doing a lot of the Italian westerns, which actually personally for me I like those as well. Lots of drama. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and go with construction one. Now we're at 54%. We're kind of stuck. So what I'm going to do is I'll do one more round of expanding civil support. This should drop us below 50 and get us to the point where we can ignite the civil war. All right. So we can ignite it. Let's go ahead and ignite it. All right. So, like I said, if you do four, right, it'll give you all of northern India along with Bangladesh and into the. God, I'm so bad with this part of the map, but I believe this is like Myanmar or what is it, Burma, whatever it's called these days. Um, but okay, we have no troops, right? But because we were expanding our support, we have all of this. So what we're going to want to do is drop these right north of Bombay. From there, do full deployment. Okay, and then you can go ahead and actually knock this down to about two, because we're going to be concentrating mainly on the tank divisions, and I'm going to be doing a lot. We're going to be making those at least a 40 width. So what you want to do, don't expand your front line across the entire length. Their capital is right over here in the east. You're going to want to sweep south and get to the bottom of the peninsula as fast as you can. So from there, go ahead and get your military advisor. All right. I also like putting in a field marshal as well. From there, go ahead and set your front line. We'll go ahead and just do the front lines ending right at the French territories and set it to aggressive. And then, boom. Okay. So, pretty much they're just going to fan out from here. Weed legal? Oh, yeah, 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 it is. Actually, yeah, smoking right now. Um, Yeah, yeah. In Los Angeles, especially, I mean, in California, it's been legal for a while. So, I mean, me personally, though, I've been smoking marijuana for, um, geez, how long? Close to 20 years. So, I've been smoking marijuana since I was like 15. All right. So, from here, we're going to want to go straight through motorization through tanks. So, we can go ahead and get the light tank variants and medium tanks. We're going to want those mediums because the medium tanks are going to be the things that are going to push us right through. But yeah, is weed legal over there in India? I'm not sure about the laws and stuff over there. I would assume probably not. But then again, I would I would be very surprised if like the law enforcement in India could keep up with that. But as you can see, just doing that, like we've already got three-quarters of the territory that we need already. All we need to do is take, boom, that's it. We're done. The Civil War is done and over. Okay. So, I mean, not bad. We only had to spend like 1 month. We get to start fresh in January of 38. And then the first thing that we do, since we have a little bit of political power, do not do the rebuilding the nation, not worth it. Do not waste your time. Go straight into the justification on Bhutan. Now, you're going to want to mainly do that to get your war support up and so you can gain some puppets. Okay, so I'm doing motorization effort right now. Okay, I do want to get a, some type of heavy ships out. So let's go ahead and we'll do battleships. Let's get battleship one. Oh yeah, yeah. I would imagine so. I was watching this TV show, and like they were like because like India has such a high population, and just depending on where you are, the density is so great that it's like, you know, it's just when it comes to laws like that, it's more or less don't be flagrant with it, and you're cool. And plus, over there, I would imagine it's so easy to grow it. Over here, we can, but like I live in an apartment, it's not exactly conducive. Okay. Oh yeah. So the British troops that were in India are now going to be stuck there unless you give them military access, and then they will leave. But yeah, now that we are free, India, let's go ahead and start with the industrial tasks. Okay. So we still got most of our factories that we planned out already good to go. Doesn't look like almost any of them actually got disrupted, which is good. So let's do two more civilian, three more military, and then from there, we're going to want to turn central India into an oil field. And that's to feed pretty much our tank divisions that we'll be rolling out. Now, this is definitely not the tank division that I'm going to be working with, okay? But this is actually the start of it. So, what I'm going to do first and foremost, okay, is just one more tank, right? And a recon division, okay? Now, people say go with 20 width and stuff like that. I have actually a very special thing that I'm going to do with these. I'm going to keep them at 12 with, right? Because I actually want to try something out, especially because in this area, we're going to have to deal with a whole lot of problems of infrastructure. Um, let's go ahead and do something else. All right, so we'll go ahead and get artillery like in the queue, but it doesn't matter right now if it's producing because these are crap. Really want to start producing at the upgraded artillery, but just having it in the queue will not hurt anything. All right, so we've got all of the base stuff done. We've got to wait a little bit because our stability is in the toilet right now. But as soon as we can, what we're going to do is go with the improvement of working conditions, which will bring the stability up. All right. But it's pretty much the waiting game for right now, a little bit. We've got to kind of do a flash takeover of these because we do not want Japan to take too much Chinese land, because that we want for ourselves. Um, okay, so let me actually go ahead. I'm just going to get it started training, right? From there, what I'm going to need to do after the battleships are taken care of is I'm going to have to go into the mountainous divisions. Now, you're going to want to go mountainous just because around Nepal, Bhutan, Tibet, and in the Myanmar region and stuff like that, it's nothing but mountain and stuff like that. So it is a really good idea. Some people skip excavation. I never do, just because I mean the resource efficiency is something that is nothing to laugh at. Okay, and I got planes right now. You just want them producing. If you want, you can actually have these things just doing air training. It will burn a little bit of oil, but no big deal. Okay, so what you're gonna want to do now, okay? You can instantly increase your your stability. But what I actually like doing first is going with the backroom backstabber. Um, you want to like kind of hold off on getting into the backstabber early because one of his traits is ideological drift defense. But as soon as you actually get to fascist, you could go ahead and use him. He gives you an extra 5%, and then from there, then you go with replacing the fascist demagogue with the with the popular figurehead for stability. So we have not done the tank effort, so we don't want to go too fast into that. Let's see, what did I say that I wanted? I said that I wanted. Oh, cool. And what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to start with our next tank division. So let's go ahead and get that started. We're going to go with a 10 width to start with. I can't do that yet. Okay. A 10 width to start. We'll go ahead and give it our little custom emblem. Put it there. And what we're going to do is we're going to do 10 width in light tank. We're going to do 20 width in medium tank. And then we're going to do the rest motorized. Do another 10 motorized, maybe actually some motorized artillery. Okay, so we're still building factories like crazy. So we got 13 going. That's decent, especially since we haven't even changed our economy yet. And we are almost ready to go to war with Bhutan. Right now, my planes are just doing their training, and I have them doing training missions right now at the moment, just so we can get some aerial experience. That'll help us out later with the doctrines. But as you can see already, we have 14.43 available in manpower that we can just pour out. So that is why this build is dangerous, because you can really summon up a crazy big army. The only problem is the infrastructure in the area really sucks. Okay, so we go to improved working conditions. We do that before anything else, because that right there is really important. Okay, it reduces your civilian factories, it increases your factory production, all that kind of stuff. So, all right. Next in research, after the mountain is done, we are going straight over to motorized, and from there, we should be on Easy Street. Okay, oh yeah, I forgot to go ahead and put this into production. Let's go ahead and boom. We've got plenty of convoys. You know what? I will set it at 2 for the convoys. All right. So we're almost ready to go ahead and take over Nepal. And then from there, this should actually be really easy. Actually, I am going to go. Don't have the military power yet. And you know what? I will go ahead and train you guys a little bit while we're waiting. Something I should have been doing from the beginning. But okay, we've got just a little bit longer to wait. Our factories are producing just fine. And we are going to want to actually queue up some more for a little bit later. I'll just go with one more sieve here, and then we'll do another 2. Then we'll get some more dockyards going. Right. And you know what? I will actually build one additional fuel silo as well. There. Okay. So our justification is done. We could go ahead and go to war. I'm going to go ahead and start on radio. We have enough political power for what I want to do. So let's get these guys out of training. Go ahead and start the armor effort. And we'll go ahead and declare war. Okay, so from here, what you do is you let just a few seconds go by and then make sure to always initiate war propaganda. Okay, now you can draw this out to go ahead and accumulate military power a lot quicker, but we're not going to do that. We're mainly not going to do that because we do have things to do. This isn't like a comfortable thing where we're just taking over 1 or 2. I do want to take over this entire area, and if you want to do that before 1944, well, you have a schedule to meet. So, okay, all of that is producing already. Let's go ahead and allocate for the guns, allocate for the tanks, and we'll stay with this allocation for now. I'm already short on aluminum. Let's go ahead and get that squared away. Okay. So, I mean, as you would expect, we're doing good in Bhutan. Okay. So we got Mountainous 1 done. Let's go ahead and get motorized. Now, I did Mountainous 1 for this. I'm not going to actually build Mountainous divisions. I am going to make this a Mountainous kind of light tank division, which I haven't tried yet. I want to try it. It looks silly, but you know, honestly, it might make sense, especially if I can produce enough tanks to sustain it. So, okay, so we're in October 38. As you can see, our war support is in the toilet. They are actually holding up not too bad, which is good for us actually, because that will allow us to farm a lot more military XP. Okay, so I've got 20. Let's go ahead and add that, and add that. And then we're going to also add a, what do you call it, engineering division to that as well. Okay, so it looks like we're going to take their capital in just a second. Motorized is done. Okay, that's not ready yet. Let's just do some basic stuff. Okay, so we've got 10. Let's go ahead and add the engineering company. Oh shit, wrong one. You know what? That's fine. I actually was going to put an engineering company on those guys anyways. It gives you a movement speed bonus over a lot of different types of terrain, so that is just fine. Okay, so we have armor effort done. Let's go ahead and continue. We're going to do construction 2. And that means our next research that's not industrial is going to be dedicated to our tanks. Now, I actually may just screw doing the industrial and go straight for the tanks, but let's see. This war is progressing slowly as I would like. Beautiful. Military power is ticking up quickly as we would like. Okay. So that is done. I just went with a full annexation because I'm going to puppet Nepal. Bhutan, it isn't really worth it to puppet them anyways. They are just one state. And honestly, I'd rather have their equipment. Okay, so I just am going to build some more infrastructure. Oh yeah, 2 more. Oh, nice. Yeah. And that's one thing I love that they did. They patched it so that it increases outputs. So, okie dokie. We can't go into war economy yet because our war support is still in the shitter. But let's go ahead and justify on Nepal. Alright. And again, we're not going to do rebuilding the nation because it is just a waste of time. Hello, how's it going? I'm sorry, I cannot read your name, but yeah, I do not know how to speak Russian. I'm sorry. I think I know like 2 words. I believe that is Russian. If I am wrong, please correct me. But okay. So all of them actually are fully good because of their military experience against Bhutan. We don't really have to do anything there. Yeah, screw it. We're going to go straight into the tanks. So I did this, so pretty much we can get light tank 4s building really quick. Those are 297 because it's 2 years ahead of time. So we're going to go ahead and go straight into medium tanks. From there, what we're going to want to do is replace the fascist demagogue with the popular figurehead. And you're going to want to do that because that gives you that stability modifier increase. That stability modifier increase is really worth it. Now, if you don't think so, look at that. You get plus 6% to political power gain for being at 81%. You get minus 3% to consumer goods factories, and you get a 12.4% boost to factory and dockyard production. So it just makes sense. Okay, what I am going to do right now, because I haven't actually toyed with this infantry division at all, is let me go ahead and change it to what I would normally put it at. And how much power? Okay, we don't have a lot, so we'll have to settle with this for now. And I do usually just one. You could do two, but I usually will just do one. From there, let's go ahead and start with the motorized production. All right, and how's okay? We have full efficiency on the tanks, 3.2 a week. We're definitely going to want to get that up. We're going to want to get that up a lot higher. We'll only need one more round of war propaganda to go ahead and be where we need to be there. And yeah, I'm going to need to build more military factories quicker. Which is crazy because I've been building factories non-stop since we started this game. But okay, the medium tanks are almost done. Let's see, we have 3 military power right now. That is not good enough. With you guys, not really worth it to train. Okay. Okay. We just need military factories. I'm building them as fast as possible, so. Okay. Construction effort 2 is done. Let's go armament. Okay. Unfortunately, we just gotta wait, but this shouldn't take too long. But from here, we can actually start crafting our garrison divisions. Now, I usually just junk this garrison division because I don't even use it really. We're going to go ahead and create a new template. Let's go ahead and just get it started. Okay, wait. Okay, we will label this as such, garrison, give it a fitting picture. And we're gonna want to get, yeah, like 3 of them. That's fine. And really, I am training those to just guard the ports. We are going to change up that template, but I want to get at least those things cooking. Okay, so our armored mountainous divisions are looking pretty awesome. Let's go ahead and give them a fitting picture. And all right, let's keep going. So Nepal should not take too long. From there, we will go ahead and puppet Nepal, and then we will puppet Tibet as well. Okay, so that is Guns 1. We're in 1939. We're definitely going to need the better artillery cooking, so let's go ahead and start on that. And we're definitely going to be at least wanting to justify on Sinkiang before the end of 1939. That brings us our medium tanks. Let's go ahead and get light tank 1, or light tank 3 going. And then we get medium tanks producing. Let's get that there. That like so. And okay. So all we need are factories. And we are producing. We are producing quickly too, so. And I am building military factories pretty much in every province, so. We are going to have quite the war machine to go ahead and take out China. Now, I was thinking of actually not puppeting any countries, but we will want to at least puppet one. And that's so we can go ahead and get technology sharing. Okay, so armament 2 is done. Let's go into infrastructure. So light tanks are producing. We still need, a military power, which is really frustrating. But let's go ahead and deploy these guys. And I'm just going to deploy them so we can go ahead and train them. Try to get more military power going as quickly as possible. Okay, so from here, we're going to want to, let's see, we can start actually with our military advisors, but me personally, I think we're going to go into the chief probably. And I usually will like to go with this, which gives recovery rates, which is very, very useful. But okay, so these guys are training. We are short on the artillery, but this is the crap artillery, anyways, that we don't really care about producing at the moment. And now it's just waiting for our tanks to get built, really. Now, we most likely won't have any tank divisions going into the initial battle against Tibet, but that's fine because by the time we justify on Xinjiang here, we should have at least a couple of our mountainous tank divisions out. And again, these guys, I'm hoping. Oh, wait, not these guys. These guys, I'm hoping, will pack a little bit of a punch. Okay, so this is our garrison units, which is perfect. Because as soon as that gets to 5, I'm doubling them in size, which will increase our military power percentage per day. Now, I am only going to make these a 6 width, but I am going to give them engineering division, support artillery, all that kind of good stuff. Okay, so, wow, we're still on volunteer only, and we have 23 million manpower. That is awesome. We do need to get this extra research slot going as quickly as possible, though. Okay, so Yugoslavia. Oh, okay, they had a civil war. No big deal. No template for medium tank 1. Well, I'm sorry, I need military power, sir. Okay, so infrastructure 1 is done. We're going straight down to 2 and then extra research slot. And we're going to hold off on doing anything else because we want at least 75 political power to go ahead and do our war propaganda against Nepal. Okay, so we go straight into Artillery 2. Now, this is the one that you're going to want to keep going because Artillery 2 just has far superior stats to Artillery 1. Artillery 1 is honestly like just garbage, so I never use it. Let's go ahead and declare war. Get these guys going. And straight into war propaganda. Okay, so these two guys are ready to join the main army. Let's go ahead and deploy them over. And good, we're already at 12. All right, so we can go ahead and keep modifying. Now, military power is just something you really, really want to keep accruing, no matter what. Okay, so for the light tank template, let's go ahead and start adding our medium tanks. There we go. Okay, and okay, so we can go ahead and add a trait to our military leader. Let's go ahead and give him offensive doctrine. And I can do charismatic, but I'm going to actually save a little bit. Um, it looks like he's probably going to have some good stuff that I can hook into in a little bit. But yeah, the generals, definitely, and the field marshals, very, very important. Okay, we're gaining ground, not too fast, which is good. We don't want to gain ground too fast. Let's go ahead and give him engineering divisions. All right. And we can take advantage of the land appropriations, but we don't actually even need to, honestly, because we have actually such a vast pool. Now, thankfully, our war support is ticking up and at a quick rate, which is great. Our planes are still just training. We can actually plop them over and give us superiority, but we actually do. We want to draw this out. We want them. Oops, there we go. We want this to be drawn out because we want that military power. We want it bad. Okay. So right now, they just have that. Let's go ahead and actually give them some support artillery as well. And I am very, very short on artillery, but that will be changing soon. Let's go ahead and actually put 2 into production. That's going to help things for the short term. Ah, right when I close the window. There we go. Okay, so we got artillery 2. We've been neglecting this. Let's go ahead and start. We need the factory production up. We need as much as we can get, honestly. I mean, it's great that you get so much land to kind of start all this out on, but when it comes to the game, it makes it harder because you do have to build all of this yourself. Let's go ahead and get the infantry expert in. And okay, so we're going to take these, put them under a new guy. We're not going to do that guy. We're actually going to do a different one. And let's go ahead and set these guys to garrison the ports. Especially with Japan on our asses, we're going to want to garrison these ports. All right. So get these guys training. We just need 15 political power to get a new general hired, so we can go ahead and get them under some management. And we have 25 military power now. Let's see. So our armored division, I would say, is almost good to go. Let's give them the engineering division. I think that will finish those guys off. The light tank template. I'm going to change the name of that, definitely. But let's go ahead and start adding the tanks. Okay. And let's... Oh, oops. I did not mean to add another one. There. Okay. So I might want to actually start making this snappy. But it does look like the AI is pushing them back, so... Okay. I don't have to micro it. That's good. Alright. And again, I mean, what's most important, it's not about winning really, per se. It's about getting the military power so that you can go ahead and start modifying these templates. What? Holy crap, Japan just went communist. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, so let's get these guys out of training. go ahead and deploy, actually, the rest of these guys. Join you together, get you all going, and we'll put you over the Himalayas. That should give us green air. Okay. Alright, extra research slot done. Let's go ahead. What is it, 39? Yeah, we're behind. Let's go ahead and get that going. And then armament effort 3. Now, we are starting to get low on guns. But, let's see, these guys are doing well. They just need to be really producing guns faster, that's all. Looks like all I really need is guns. Okay. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and puppet them. Alright. So those guys are good. Let's go ahead and make his front line on this side of Tibet going this way. What I'm going to do is just take one of the divisions, pop him into a new guy, and set him for his own front line of right here. And I'm doing that just because I just need an entrenched line right here. I don't necessarily need... Okay, whatever. I don't necessarily need, a lot. I just need that, so... Boom, they are a puppet. We are gathering political power just fine, so we'll go ahead and do paramilitary training in the Himalayan Empire. And okay, and also one good thing about doing that is it gives, or by annexing Bhutan instead of puppeting it, is it gives us an airport with really good coverage of the Himalaya area. So wow, all of that training only got me one power for that. So okay, it's December of 39, and we have our light tank 3s out. Beautiful. Okay, so we can go ahead and from here start going down the doctrine path. Let's see. We are a little bit short on guns, but that is no big deal. Let's see. First and foremost, I need to make sure everything is actually producing. I don't know why it does that. Okay, there we go. From there... Okay. There. Okay. And just managing your production line is very, very important. Oh yeah, I forgot to justify. We need to go ahead and do that. Okay, these guys are good and trained. So are these guys. Let's send them with the rest of the garrison. And let's give him this guy. Now, this guy is a panzer leader, so we are going to want to give him all of the tank divisions as soon as they plop out. So, we've got our industry going, okay? And we're kind of concentrating on industry so we can go ahead and get a good factory output. Our high stability is definitely helping, though, thankfully. Okay, so we got armament effort 3 done. Beautiful. And wow, we're going to have so many factories just ready to go. Alrighty. Okay, so everywhere is queued up for infrastructure. How are we doing? Let's go ahead and deploy these guys and get them training, actually. Okay. What the hell? Okay, yeah. That makes sense. All right. 1940. Okay, we're a little bit behind. We need to get going faster. We've got, the Guangxi clique took over. Okay, now they're China again. Okay. So now we wait. And I think because we annexed Bhutan, we should actually go ahead and dedicate our faction name to Bhutan. I'm thinking we should call ourselves, faction wise, the Thunder Dragon Empire. Oh, yeah, that is sick right there. Oh, yeah. And this is going to make war with Afghanistan later much easier, too. Okay. So research is going. We've got all the military leaders we need. Next, we're going to go into these here to get these going. Do we have any ships made yet? No, we don't. How are we doing on that battleship? November of 1944. Okay, construction 3 done. Let's do extra research too. Oh, nice. Yeah. We're not going to have any problems with guns after this. Let's go ahead and get some steel from America. Okay. So it looks like Italy is pushing back the UK. They've already taken all of Europe. Germany is working on Poland, but it looks like they're having a little bit of trouble there. And Asia is actually pretty peaceful because Japan decided to go communist. And if I remember correctly, communist Japan doesn't have a focus tree. So they will be boring. Okay. How are we doing on training? Okay, those guys are almost done. I just need more factories. Factories, factories, factories. And right now we are building the infrastructure because we do need it. But I wish it would build faster. We do have, though, a hell of a lot of factories to get it accomplished, so. Okay, so these guys are good. Let's go ahead and put them over on the southern front line. And we will ease into encryption. Okay. And then after this, since it's 1940, we can go ahead and start with, I think, more of the support companies that I'm going to need. I definitely want logistic support, and I definitely want, signal companies. Okay, so that is done. These guys I'm not going to have going, but this front line I am. Let me just actually wait till these are done. Okay, so now we can actually get into getting our logistics companies up and running, and going into equipment effort. Okay, so as you can see, Asia, nice and peaceful. Let's go ahead and change that. All right, so declare war, right? Now, my guys are entrenched. They should be okay. He shouldn't be pushing them back. But just in case, I'm going to take these guys off of garrison duty, and I'm going to put them on that southern line. And mainly, I just don't want that southern line to move. I don't want him taking Bhutan. But okay. Let's go ahead and get improved artillery too. And why are these guys, like, over here? You should be going to those tiles. Alright. Okay, so military-wise, these guys are all aerial and naval, so they aren't going to help us too much. Let's go ahead and go into our industrial concern. And I already got war economy, so I don't need my war support up really anymore. I just want to hold this southern line right now. And once that southern line is held, you'll sweep in from the west and crush them. Okay, so it looks like actually communist China merged with Xinjiang, and they both joined the Comintern. So instead, we're going to have to invade Jibei-Sanma. Okay, so let's start decryption. And as you can see, by keeping this southern line just kind of sitting there and keeping Nepal out of the war, this allows us to just sweep in with very little resistance. Okay, so we got equipment effort. Let's go with doctrine. Okay, so we have 79 military power. Great. Now I can actually start completing this template. What are we at? We're at 36 with. Okay, what is that? 41. That's right. You know what? Remove, and we'll change that to that. Okay, so a 39 with. All right, and I think that will be good for our template on that. And yeah, we just need factories. So the invasion of Tibet is going well, as one would expect. Except in the north, and I believe that's probably because of infrastructure is probably crap over here. Let's go ahead and cut off these guys in the north. It's 1940. All right. So 1940. We can start on medium tank 2, but let's go ahead and get these taken care of. And wham, bam, thank you, man. And actually, I'm going to take you, and I'll have you come in from the north. And from here, you just really take out those guys there and take the south. We've successfully split their forces. So this is the easy part, really. Just mopping up. And we got plenty of military experience out of that. Enough to actually finish our division templates. Okay, so I think next we will go with the infantry equipment designer. And let's go ahead, take you guys, give you a front line, and have you go. Okay, so what I will do here is I'll have both of them attacking Lhasa. And I don't know why he's doing that. Okay. Construction 2. Beautiful. Let's get excavation 2. And yeah, we just need to get into Lhasa. I don't want to extend this for too long. I do need to invade China. And I need to do that quickly, actually. Okay, so equipment effort 2. From there, we go ahead and pick up elastic defense. And I believe this should be the end of the war. Nice. So what I'm going to do with Tibet, I think, is I'm going to take these 2 states, and then I'm going to puppet the capital. Cool. All right. And I mainly actually did that just so I can build infrastructure here, because the computer sucks at building infrastructure. Okay, so now that that is done, let's continue with our infrastructure increase. Okay, and next we justify on Jibei Sanma. And we want to do that pretty much so we could get a front line with Communist China, that's all. Okay, so let's get rid of these front lines. Let's go ahead, take these guys out. I'll get these guys training, and from there, we're going to want to set up our front line there. Now, this area has 0 infrastructure, so I will need my logistics divisions supplied and out. Let's go ahead and get logistics 2. And I'm going to give logistics to the infantry divisions. Bam. And let's see, light tank, you're definitely going to need it. And who else? I think that's actually it when it comes to who's going to need it. These guys won't, that's for sure. Yeah, these guys won't. They're fine. Okay, so I'm going to, oops, pop these guys into their own group and put them back on garrison duty. Definitely want to keep those ports secure. Okay. I think that's pretty much all we can do for the moment. But we are building infrastructure in Tibet right now, and hopefully they will be good to go when it comes to the coming battle. Let's go ahead and actually paramilitary training in both of those places. Okay, it's November of 1940. We can do improved computing machines, but I actually do like to save that for secret weapons. Instead, what I think we will do, since it's pretty much 41, we can go ahead and start with Cromwell. And we're doing good on tank production. We definitely need more tanks, but at least we are doing okay for now. Okay, and now we just wait for our war goal to finish. After this, I think maybe we'll go after Yunnan, and then from there we should have a large enough front line with China and enough units out. But as you can see, my production line is still going, and I'm just waiting for equipment. Okay. Well, let's see. At least we got some infrastructure already done. That's good. Doctrine effort 2. And you know what? Because also Tibet sucks ass at building airfields, we're going to have to build at least a level 2 right there. And let's get you to the top. I never understood quite why the AI is so bad at really preparing themselves for conflicts. Okay. They are fully trained. Let's set them with the garrison. And all right. So we have 28 million manpower. We can actually make like a monster infantry division, but I don't really feel that we need to. We have a good diversity of stuff. What I may actually want to do though is create a 20 width motorized division. It's 22 width. Okay, well, a 19 width. I'll give you support artillery, we'll give you recon, and we'll give you, that's it. And we'll just have one of those training for the moment. Put you there. Okay, so now we just wait for our factories to build. I am just going to get up and grab something from the refrigerator real quick. Give me just a sec, but I'll keep the game going. Okay, what do we got? Logistics 2 finished? Okay, and this, ooh, and excavation. Nice. Okay, so let's see. Let's get the advanced machine tools. And I would say, let's see. Probably logistics 3 would be the best way to go. And as you can see, I'm really concentrating on logistics, and that's mainly just because Jibei Sanma can be a real pain in the ass to invade. Yeah, that's not our war. That is not our war, sir. Ooh. Oh, wow. This is getting complicated. Oh, boy. Everybody's joining a big boy faction. Well, I think next after the Cromwell, we might actually research another tank variant, but I do want to get all this shit built. It is taking a long time to build all this stuff. Okay, so Doctrine Effort 2 is done. Let's go to Equipment Effort 3. And, ooh, boy. That doesn't look good. But, yes, Jibe Sanma, you are going down, sir. What am I missing to finish this? Support equipment and light tanks. Okay, support equipment. Well, I'm producing support equipment. I'll probably actually need more than that. Wow, come on. Whew. We just need to wait a little bit for more of these military factories to build. Okay, so that's the Cromwell done. Beautiful. And yeah, I'm going to sacrifice the production efficiency. Why? Because I only have one damn factory working on them right now anyway, so it doesn't matter. Okay, well, I would say from here, let's go ahead and start getting more of this infantry equipment researched. Okay, cool. We've got a good amount of infrastructure now in this upper area, thankfully. Let's actually look on the infrastructure map. Yes, we are good. And as you can see, I mean, this is just one huge red area right there for infrastructure, so definitely something we need. And faction-wise, okay, main China still has not joined a faction, which is good. That's what we want. Now, come on, I just need... Okay, the justification is complete, but I just don't have the equipment that I need. Okay, I'm going to deploy my mountainous tank divisions. And get those guys on the front line. We will go ahead and get started on Blitzkrieg. And once these tank divisions get to the front line, I think we should be good. You know what? I'm just going to put all of you, because this guy... Wait, ooh, he's got a trade I can do. Infantry expert. Fuck yeah. Okay. And does he have any trades? No. Okay. So let's go ahead and declare war. I only have 15 divisions right now out in the field, but it will have to do. Let me see. Does he want to attack me? No? Well, fuck you then. I'm going to attack you. And no, I'm not going to join the Axis. Let's Let's go ahead and do close air support, I think would be best. Move our planes over to the Himalayas and see if we can get coverage into Qinghai. Yep, we can. Nice. Okay, so with close air support, we should be able to push through. I want to get straight into that capital, actually. Because I always get bogged down right in this area over here. Okay. So they are rapidly expanding outwards. Good. I need them to advance as quickly as possible. And, okay, so you, I will have, oh, there, and then there. Okay. So now we do special forces, and because we're doing special forces, let's go Mountainous 2, so we could go ahead and get Mountainous 3. Now, as you can see, we are suffering from a lot of attrition right now. But we're tying down their units. Good. We've got Logistics 3 out. Awesome. Let's go ahead and increase Recon. And yeah. So he's not going anywhere. They're just attacking him. So that's fine. And let's get you over here, actually. And what we want to do is just extend out this front line as much as we can so we don't suffer too much attrition. And you know what? With you, I'll put you there. And okay. Yeah, that's good. Okay. And it's just important, really, to make sure to grab as much land as you can, because these bastards will always make things hard for you. Okay. Well, I don't want him moving there, so what we'll do is we'll get him just going straight over there. And let's continue on with our concentrated industry. All right. So things are going actually very well, much better than usual. But it is very important you break through and you start getting other states, because honestly, unless you take the capital, this state you cannot build any infrastructure on, and it slows you down a lot not being able to build any infrastructure. All right, so we are actually doing pretty good right now. And yeah, I just really want to encircle these divisions right here. That is my main goal. And just so he can't reinforce that block, I'm going to tie down anybody who possibly could get there. Oh, he got somebody reinforcing from behind, it looks like. Okay, come on, come on, come on. You can do it. All right, you go right there. They are shifting their front line, which is good for me. Okay. So now we go into secret weapons. And since they only have 2 divisions defending, we go ahead and take the capital. And look at that, they even moved their divisions out of the way for us. Beautiful. Oh no, you stop attacking the capital, you tie them down. Oh yes, we got the capital. Nice. Beautiful. That means we can actually build infrastructure. Let's go. Boom. Alright. That should save us a hell of a lot of trouble. Okay, air combat training. Yeah, we'll take that. And what, you guys, what are you doing? Okay. Well, things are going well, actually. We are creating enough guns. We are not producing enough tanks, though. I need to get more factories built. And we are in the process of it. It's just taken a while. What are you doing? Get over there. All right. This war shouldn't take too much longer. We are doing good. We just need more tanks. And I am producing tanks as fast as I can, but I do need to produce a bunch of other stuff too. And let's make these mountainous tank divisions a little bit more effective. Okay, so you're going there. That's good. All right. I like it. We're doing good. Okay, so that's Recon Company 2. Let's do actually Engineering 2. And then from there, we're going to go ahead and grab our signal companies. Okay, so we got Armored Spearhead done. Let's go ahead and spend 100 and get Schwerpunkt. Ooh, we are doing good. We are doing real good. I don't even have them on aggressive attack, and they are pushing. And again, these are not actually even like 40 width infantry divisions. These are 20 width. So anybody who tells you you need 40 width divisions, blah, 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 horseshit. '20 width is just fine. All you need is the proper support equipment to go ahead and get them going, but that's about it. And also, I mean, it's a hell of a lot easier to supply a bunch of 20 width troops than it is to supply a bunch of 40 width divisions. But okay, when it comes to infrastructure, we've finally got some here, so it doesn't look as bad now, which I like. I definitely like. We now have 3 infrastructure in that state. So attrition levels should be going down quite a bit. No, Germany, I do not want to join you. And wow, I've got a bunch of stuff just ready to come out, but I need more factories. And unfortunately, I need a bunch of other stuff too. Okay, so this shouldn't be too much longer. They are not looking good. Equipment wise, it looks like they're finally starting to run out of equipment as well. Okay, so Yunnan and Main China still have not joined any factions, which is beautiful. I'm going to definitely justify on Yunnan after this. Okay, we're still green across the board, which is great. A couple reds, but nothing too big. Maybe mainly those are actually the super condensed tiles. Okay, so we can give him another trait. Adaptable. What does this do? Oh, nice. I will take it. How about you? No? Nothing? Oh, well. Okay. Well, that actually should help us out a lot. That reduces the terrain penalties, so hell yeah. Okay, so air, let's go with the Light Air Company. Alright, come on, come on, come on. Shouldn't be too much longer. Afghanistan. Oh, wow. I didn't even see that the Russians went after Afghanistan. Okay, how's our building doing? Okay, good, good, good. And we'll go with fighter focus. Okay, we're still producing well. Well enough, at least. And it looks like we're getting greens across the board, which is good. Really good. Our manpower is so high right now. This is insane. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Give me Lend Leases. I'll take them. Okay. So just a few more minutes, really. Okay, so that's Engineering Company 2. Let's go with 1941 Artillery. Okay, so our stuff is being built slowly but surely. And we are not short on guns, which is good. But we are short on support equipment. We are short on artillery. Actually, yeah, I'm going to reduce production to fours across the board. Just so we can get full production going. Okay. So with all of that, I don't know how much more this country is going to be able to take before it capitulates. Because I'm pushing in through. I mean, I've almost got it all. Let me see. They are wow. Okay, how close are they? They're at 73%. Okay. Let's improve working conditions. Get that national unity up. Okay, so because this guy is pinned down, let's go ahead and do this. Do a little bit of micro here. No, we don't want to join the Axis. That is for sure. And I'm just going to stay right there like that. There we go. Okay, not exactly a monster encirclement, but every encirclement helps. You want to get as many as you can. So let's get Blitzkrieg. It's 1942. Let's go ahead and get expanded special forces. Okay, the fall of Stalingrad. So it looks like Stalin's getting his shit pushed in. All right, so that brings us to artillery 2. The real thing that we want to produce right now. Oh, come on. They've got to be close to complete capitulation by now. Oh, yes. We got another encirclement up here. Nice. Cool. All right. Yeah, this should be wrapped up pretty damn soon. And then from there, I think we should just go after main China, maybe. Yeah, I think going after main China will probably be the most worthwhile for us. Good. We are done producing the oil, so that means fuel wise, we should have no problems at all in the future. Okay, so we're green across the board pretty much. Okay. So it's just a couple more minutes and we can get this thing wrapped up. go into large navy. All right, so there's another encirclement. That should take care of that riffraff. And now we should have the forces we need to take the rest of the country. Wow, I'm so surprised they haven't capitulated yet. Okay, we can increase his traits again. And what does he get? He gets either improvisation expert, which is movement bonus on land, or entrench. Let's go with movement bonus. I want these guys to be fast. Okay, we have enough room. Let's go ahead and actually put the ship designer in as well. I'm not really concentrating on Navy in this playthrough, but... Okay. You in there. Okay. And we're going to need to up our trade on steel. Okay, come on. What is taking you guys so long? I know that this is mountain, but I mean, come on. Okay, so taking the capital here should do it. And maybe I'll make another puppet. You know, just give them one state and have them do their thing. Okay, it looks like we are taking their capital right now. Nice. All right, we got it. Okay, well, let's go ahead and take all of this. I'm thinking like a border between us and Mongolia maybe would be good, but yeah, I'll take that, and then I will puppet that. All right. So that's them done, and taken care of. Let's go ahead and justify on Yunnan. Okay, we'll do a CAS effort, and now I have more military factories to work with. So we'll load those up. From there, I think I'm going to need one more in production for all of those. And then once that's done, I'll go ahead and increase tank production. Okay. Let's get some more steel. It's 1942. But okay, so all of that is done. I am increasing the infrastructure still. but we've got much more to do because Jibei Sanma, just like every other AI country, really does not care about their infrastructure. But I want more for my war machine, that is for sure. Okay, so Yunnan, and then maybe Siam? Siam, then China, maybe. Okay, so let's continue with our research down the infantry equipment. And what I'm going to do right now is place a few more military factories. Okay, so we're producing. Okay. Efficiency on the medium tanks is actually pretty awesome, 1.87 per day. That's good. Definitely going to want that better, but that's good for now. Okay, so we got advanced tank. Let's go. I mean, advanced artillery. Let's go ahead and get the upgrade to it as well. Wow, Soviet Union capitulated. Holy moly. That means that war is over. Oh boy. That is a scary axis. That is a scary axis. And me, I only have, what, 21 divisions? Why? Because equipment. Equipment, equipment, equipment. Okay, so let's go ahead and spend a little bit more military power. Get come from group, whatever the, however the hell you pronounce that. Get that. I have high stability, which is great. Let's go ahead and help out our puppets. Okay, that be done. We're in 42. That means I can actually get the second. And I'm doing that because of our mountainous tank divisions. Those things are going to be hella strong now. Okay. Come on. Alright. So infrastructure is doing well. Oh yeah. And those resource boosts that we are getting are just helping so much. I mean, honestly, I love that's like one of my favorite changes that they made to the game. Freaking doing that because I mean, just look at that. I get just for increasing one infrastructure like there, I get an additional two rubber. You can't beat that. Like in this one, eight tungsten, one chromium, another two steel. I mean, shit. But it is just, it is so hard working from one military factory trying to get pretty much a full, complement of military factories going. Because this is just ridiculous how many I've had to build so far. Okay, Yunnan is should be done with their justification soon. And look at that number right there. We're doing good. We're doing real good. I'm gonna actually keep that at two then. And then once this fills up, then we'll start producing more medium tanks. No, Mr. Hitler, do not want to join you. Thank you very much. All right, so that's the entire line on that. Let's go ahead and increase our engineering and oh wait, you know what? Cancel that. we're going to go ahead and do our signal company. Oh, nice. We actually have a surplus of light tanks now. Oh, thank God. We just need more support equipment. Alright. Well, that's one of our garrison units. How is our battleship doing? 1943. Okay. Alright, come on, Yunnan. How much longer do we have to wait for this? January of 43. Okay, cool. We only got like a month left. Alright. And yeah, those military factories that I picked up from Jibe Sanma helped out so much. I actually put that ahead of that. Okay. Alright, let's start with all of those. I'm too short on steel, but that's fine. That's no biggie. Okay. So once this is done, then we start our main assault on China. Oh, my first motorized division. Nice. Alright. And I'm neglecting right now, actually, my industrial technology, something that I should not be doing. But I do actually need this military tech. And it looks like I need even more steel. Jeez. Oh, it feels so nice though having freaking this much when it comes to manpower. Oh, such a relief. Oh, nice. All right. So, let's see. You know what? I'm going to put that into that, and then we will go with 3 additional on each of those. I think that should be good. And we got Signal Company! Nice. Before I do that, let's go ahead and do this. So, Signal Company, I'm going to be putting on my main tank divisions. And actually, I'm also going to be putting them on the mountainous divisions as well. Okay. And when it comes to those mountainous divisions, what I'm actually thinking about doing is adding a what's it? Adding an artillery, but I do want to get my, my stock of them up first. Okay, so we got our justification done. I guess let's go ahead and get this all taken care of. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shift my inventory over, reshuffle my line a little bit, and And what do we want? Air safety. We'll do ground support. Let me grab my planes. Where are they? They're here. I've got an airport in Burma, which is great. And we'll give them commands. Cool. So let's just wait for our guys to come over, and then we're good. Looks like everybody is in position. Let's get everybody's planning up. And let's go ahead and declare war. Now this should be pretty easy. I mean, it should be, but we'll see. I mean, the biggest mistake I see anybody do when they're playing as India is making those ginormous 40 width divisions. And I have avoided doing that, completely so. Things should be good. Nice. They are just blowing through them. And then, I don't know. Maybe I should get Siam, but I really want to get China, actually. I want China. Okay. Well. All right. We are making it through really, really easily. I am liking actually the way that these mountainous tank divisions are performing. They are actually performing better than I thought they would. Which, I mean, trust me, it's fantastic. I love it. Let's go ahead and actually get Mountainous 3. What I might do, though, is, yeah, this. What I'll do is I'll add one light tank and I'll add one artillery. Like that. That will bring soft attack up by quite a bit and should make those units even more deadly. Okay. Well, Yunnan is almost done and over with, and then once we're done with them, it's on to main China. And this should be, well, I don't know. China has had, time to build up and whatnot, but this is the AI, so I'm not expecting too much. And plus, I doubt they are expecting my armored mountainous divisions, which should blow through the Chinese like nothing. Let's check on the progress of our 40 with tank divisions. What do they need? They just need 64 towed artillery. Okay, well, I mean, I'm producing towed artillery. I'll probably need more, I guess. And let's get some more steel, too. Okay. Well, that just leaves their capital. Nice. Okay, computing machine is done. Let's get computing machine 2. Okay. Nice. Okay, and I'm actually just going to take all states. Yeah, done. Boom. Okay, so that's Yunnan. Done and done. I just need more divisions. So I am, let's see, maybe going to justify on Siam. I could do that. But no, I think I'm going to now shift my focus to where it should be, which is on main China. Let's go ahead and get them on this front line. I'm not going to call in my puppets. Let's get you there, and then we'll have your thing like that. And my mobile division will have down here, and we'll set them to go straight to the north. There we go. All right, so let's just chill for a second and build. Let's see, I've got, oh, nice. Finally, my 40 with tank divisions. I got one of them out, finally. That's good. We just need more infantry divisions out, and we needed them out yesterday. Okay, there's more garrison. Nice, there's my other 40 with tank division, and nice, some regular. Naval maneuver. Okay. That takes care of that. Let's see about airports. What do we got airports wise that we can use? Not a lot. Let's go ahead and build then an airport somewhere where we'll need it. Maybe in Dali. I'll make a level 3 over here. Alright. And military factories. Oof, yes. We can build a lot more. And just in case, I'll build a couple civs. Alright. Oh, the Chinese are going to get slaughtered in this battle. That is for damn sure. They have no idea what I'm bringing to the table right now. And let's see their divisions. Yeah, their divisions are nothing. All right. So now we wait. We just need more supplies. To be specific, we need more tanks. Artillery, thank goodness, actually. That was very quick in replenishing. Okay. I'm sorry, Mr. Hitler, I don't want to join your club. And let me see what Yunnan did for their infrastructure. Oh my god, they didn't do anything. Okay, so we've got 8 divisions. Just to kind of speed things up a little bit, I'm going to just add a couple. Right. Oh, yes. Yes. My god, these people are not going to be able to cope with what I am bringing. That's for sure. That's for sure. All right, yeah, let's go into our next phase of doctrine. And let's see. I do need more steel now. Okay. Airfields, for the most part, are done. Where's my Air Force? They're here. Let's go ahead and move you guys over here. From there, let's go ahead and bring in actually some more planes. And we'll have you guys all in southern China. Right. Capital ship effort. Okay. So, come on. I just need these guys to pretty much just train a little faster. I need more equipment, but we are building those factories, so we're just fine. I've got plenty. I've got 6 more factories on the way. We'll be fine. But yeah, this infrastructure is really important. Do not skimp out. Because either way, you're going to need it, right? Oof, look at how big India is now. That is crazy. We are a monster. And it's barely 1943. Right. Now, atomic research. Okay, so Mountaineer 3 is good. I guess next we will go for Signal Company 2. Okay, yeah. Alright, so let's get all of our garrison units into the garrison. Alright, let's see. And let's take these 3 guys and put them where they belong. The 2 infantry divisions go with him. And the motorized goes down here. And we are almost ready to take on China. We just need a tad bit more stuff, I would say. Once I start producing these new weapons and we get just a few more divisions out. Okay, good. I'm glad my garrison at least is starting to come out. Cool. One of the tank divisions is done training. And now the other. Oof, this is gonna be ugly. This is gonna be real ugly. This is gonna be one of those things where it's just like, oof, that's gotta hurt. Okay, let's just finish our nuclear effort and then we are done. Alright, I'll go ahead and develop our puppets. And I need excavation 3. So, let's go into industrial. and get started on that. I could definitely use the aluminum, that's for sure. Right. So everybody's training, everybody is having a good time. Cool. Infrastructure is still going, but it is building lightning fast, honestly. And I love this increase in resources. Now, because China doesn't really have a navy, I don't really care, honestly, about the ports. I can just actually put them on one of the front lines, just have them as like, somebody there to, you know what I'm saying? Just somebody on the line. We'll go to limited exports now. Let's see what that does to our trip. Oh, fucking beautiful. Now I can actually get a couple more factories. Yeah. All right. Okay, so we are still producing. We just need to build more tanks and more motorized. We are kind of good on production for those two. What I will do is since light tanks are building fucking lightning fast right now, we'll just do that. And I don't want to skimp production of planes. So, bam, and then bam. All right. Cool. Infantry division. Exactly what I wanted. Okay. Let's put you two into the garrison. Right. Okay, that's the entire focus tree done. So I'm just going to stick it into construction engineering. See if we can get these factories and infrastructure built a little faster. And I may as well just put a few more factories down. And we'll put down some oil too. All right. Yeah, that looks like a good cue. All right, so how many divisions does China have? Holy moly, they got a lot of divisions. I definitely need to work on getting more divisions out. Yeah, what I think I will do is I will take these guys off of their garrison duty and I will have them pretty much being like a reinforcing line on the south. And they won't actually be doing any attacking, they'll just be kind of sitting there and entrenching and defending. I think that is the best option I can do. And then we'll have all of the regular infantry divisions up top. But I think that should do it. We just need China to burn through their equipment so we can just literally stomp all over them. We unfortunately, though, need more divisions. I will, I think. Let's see. This is what I'll do. I'll cut this division in half, right? And then I'll set them up on another front line over here, right? And they'll just. And they'll hold, hold the front line in the north. Okay. All right. Okay, and I think, I mean, I don't have the divisions that I'm going to need to start a full scale attack, but I do have, I think, enough divisions to go ahead and start justifying. How much longer? Okay, not too much longer. Oof, and atomic research is done. Okay. Now, I'm not going nuclear bombs. I mean, that's just kind of a waste. But that research speed is definitely going to help out a lot. Okay, so infantry divisions are good to go. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and start justifying. Okay. So this group is the one that's down here. 6 divisions. Okay. And I just gotta really just remember where I'm putting everybody, you know? Especially, I need a lot of guys for this upper front line. Let's go ahead and go engineering companies. Okay, so yeah, I'm definitely going to want to put, I think, the 2 additional guys on the top front line. I think that would be the best. That's this group? Yeah. Okay. So we'll send you over there with him. I want at least a dozen in that upper one. Because that front line is actually looking kind of scary. Okay. So I just need to wait for equipment to be made, it looks like. Everything is progressing well. Okay. And with the equipment I have, this should be easy street. But you never know. You never know. I mean, they outnumber my divisions by a crazy amount, but I honestly don't think they'll be able to break through my divisions. Okay, yeah, I need at least a dozen in that upper area. Okay. let's see. Ah, my one boat is ready. And alright, you will patrol the Bay of Bengal. And that. There we go. And let's go ahead and increase production. Um, let's see. And you go ahead and. But okay, we got a battleship. At least China ain't gonna be doing no naval invasions on us. Okay. You know what? I am just going to dump all of you guys out right now. And you go in there. Let's take you, put you out. There we go. Okay. So otherwise, I should actually deploy my garrison divisions out too, so they can kind of start training and then get to the front line. Okay, so this guy goes with him. This guy goes with him. No, Hitler, I do not want to join your fancy pants club, okay? Wow, Japan is still at war with them. So Germany is still. I mean, at least they're taking Africa. I guess, you know? Okay, so that's engineering 3. Oh, yes, production is doing actually pretty damn good. Let's get recon 3. Everybody is doing good with their training and whatnot. Yeah, let's get these guys out. And I'll deploy these guys too. Okay, and we just want as much divisions out as possible so we can go up and go ahead and fill up that front line. Oh, you fucking dick. I don't want to go to war with the Allies. Oh, that is annoying. Okay, so let's see the factions. You know what? Fuck this then. Fuck this. Okay. You know what? China just ruined my goddamn fun by joining the Allies. So instead, I'm going to do the less fun thing. Which is this. go along Hitler's border. And there we go. And what I am going to do here is I'm not going to call in Xinjiang. I'm going to stay in my own territory on this. Go ahead and we move it so it's like that. And then what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to justify a war goal on Germany. So Germany is pretty damn scary right now. I don't know if I can beat them, but let's go ahead and give it a try. So, justify a war goal. Boom. It'll only take 30 days, too. That's pretty good. So, is that everybody? Yes, that is. Okay. So, this is what we're going to do. Not everybody is fully, like, elite or anything like that, but we're going to send everybody into their proper groups. So, we need 3 less. We'll take 1, 2, 3 of you guys. We'll put you with him. And then we'll put the rest of you guys with him. Okay. And front line, we'll just go like that. Oh no, is Afghanistan in the Axis? I forgot. Yes, it is. Damn it. Okay, this is what I'll do. I'll take this guy, right? Get rid of his front line. There we go. And then I will set this up. So let's split this in half. So split that in half. We'll send you to a new there. And we are going to have to cover our ass because Mr. Hitler is going to try to rape us from over here. And you know what? I'm only going to need like 8 there. Let's go ahead and move you guys to that one. Okay. Well, that's pretty much all I can do. The rest, I just need equipment. Alright, let's declare war. Okay, so what is this? Norway wants to give me equipment. Yeah, you can go through our territory. Yeah, 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 yeah. China, non-aggression, fuck you. Yes, alright, let's go. Okay, so these motorize and mountain tank divisions and the heavy tank. I mean, the medium tank divisions should just blow right through most of the German resistance. Oh shit! I forgot about Shanxi. You know what? Fuck. Request forces. Yeah, let me just get all of yours. Request forces. Yeah, let me get all of yours. Okay. And I will put you guys under, I don't know, new guy maybe. Alright, there. Fucking totally forgot about Shenzi. Okay, so that. What the hell? I did not call in Jibe Sanma. You ass. I did not even call them in. Damn it. Okay. Well, this is a long shot anyway, so. Okay. So, our war against Hitler has started. And we're actually doing pretty good right now, surprisingly. I mean, I am really surprised how well we're doing. Yeah, it doesn't look like he could break through my tank divisions. Okay. Well, I mean, the front line doesn't look the greatest, but we are doing what we can. Okay, what to do? What to do? Let's go ahead and do this. Okay. And how is everybody? Do they have? Right. Cool. All right. So Blitzkrieg versus Blitzkrieg. Let's see how it goes. Oh God, I think the United States is part of their faction or something. least the Afghanistan side of the line is holding. I got my guys on that part of the front line. They're starting to hold now, too, that they're entrenched. That's good. Now, I just need these guys to push north. Oh shit, and I almost forgot about this one, too. You know what? I'll take you guys. I'll put you into your own. I'll put you there. And let's take you guys over here. And I won't actually get you guys to go yet. New commander. Let's go. You. What? You have a new trade or something? You know what? Charismatic. That's good. Boom. And you know what? Fuck it. No, no. I don't want them to die. Okay. Alright, so now it's just pretty much going. Okay, so I definitely need to start making more guns too. Yeah, that's why. Fucking no infrastructure. Jeez. Okay. So the key is just not really letting them break in through Afghanistan. We've got our battleship patrolling. And look. What the fuck, dude? I am getting so pissed off at this fucking frontline system. It is such a joke. What the fuck? What? Oh my god, I didn't. Oh. You know what? Yeah. At this point in the game, 1944, I don't think we're going to be able to get much more than that. Unfortunately, it's just you need to build so many fucking factories that it's almost, I mean, I've definitely got to work out a new strategy for it. I mean, the manpower is just amazing, but I mean, fuck. In order to get units out, I need to be able to build tanks, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm going to stick it there. We're in 1944, and we actually got a lot done. So thanks a lot for tuning in. I know these map games are boring as shit.